Hello to everybody. Today we're going to talk about what can we do on rainy days or what we can do during rainy days. Okay? So I hope you are listening there. And this is intended to a group of students who did not come to the institute today because of the weather condition. There's one student who, actually, it's not a group student, but all the students at the institute didn't come today because of the bad weather. There's one student who was asking me, why is it that we didn't have classes today? And I said, because it's raining and in some places. And I said, because of the weather. And then she wants to dig out more why. So I said, here in Oman, if one place is raining, the other is not. So some students are in the place where it's raining, or is in the they are in the place where there is flood or wadi has a lot of water. You know, not all the time do wadis have water. They only have water when it rains, and with that sometimes we do, or we take extra precaution because we do not like to be at risk, or we do not like to be in danger. All right, so it's better for us just to stay at home and be creative, be innovative, so that you can spend the time wisely and productively. So today, we're going to answer the question, what we can do during rainy days. What can we do during rainy days? What we can do during rainy days. So this is Dr. Debbie Lagundi. I am your speaker today, and actually your teacher if you are a student of mine listening. So let's go to the first slide. Right. So, what I'm going to share to you are the screen free activities. Okay. Screen free activities means you're going to do them uh, without using the internet, without using your phone, without using any gadget. Okay. So, you'll be out from the IT world at least a day during this rainy day, or on this rainy day, or during the rainy days. So you can avoid screens, you can avoid gadgets. I mean, your phones, your iPads, set them aside, let your eyes rest, and do something else. And these are the activities I'm going to tell you. Number one, write dialogues. What are dialogues? You can write your own skit from a book and perform with your family because you are practicing the language. You want to learn more about the language. Now you can do a um, an unusual activity or unusual writing. Okay, try to make a dialogue like the first character will be Ali, and then Ali will say, what are you doing today? So you're going to write what they're going to say or read, and you have to distribute this one to the families. Yeah, so let's try to read this. You can say that, let's try to read this one, but in English. Okay, in English. If you don't like in English, then it can be in your own language so that you can get them involved, and you can, you can make an unusual one, something that you're not doing before. So write dialogues and let them read while you are seated, maybe in your chair, and sorry, in your living room. And then, yes, then you can do skits like this. Okay, so there will be a sequence, like who's the first speaker, the second speaker, the third speaker, something like that. And you can act them out as well. All right. So what is a skit? what did I say about, I mentioned about the word skit, right? That you're going to write your own skit from a book and perform with your family. It could be weird for you, but what is this, a skit? It's a short comedy sketch or piece of humorous writing, especially a parody. So you can write a dialogue, or you can write a skit where you have the first speaker, the second speaker, the third speaker, but the story that you're trying to portray here would be a humorous story or a comedy, okay, or something that you will be laughing about it after. So, it's not a formal one, it could be informal. And but it's scripted. Scripted means all the words you say will be written, because they have, you have a word that has this meaning where you can just spill out what you want and you're telling jokes. Yeah, that is called spontaneous or ex- extemporaneous. Okay, extemporaneous means there's no script, but you're just spilling out and you create a very hilarious and funny environment. Okay, you can do that as well. Now, what is a dialogue? Dialogue is a conversation between two or more people. We talked about the word conversation before, right? Conversation is talking to somebody, exchanging ideas. It's an informal talk. Okay, so that's the first activity that you can do. The next one is you may cook. Cooking is a great time for this kind of weather. So take the opportunity to bond with your family. Prepare a big meal combining lunch and dinner together. So you may eat just once, but it will be a combination of lunch and dinner. So it means it's a big meal where you sit down, you spend time together talking, you know, and yeah, you can enhance your bonding, family bonding. What is family bonding? Family bond is a family cohesion. It means you are together, you have a strong, you're developing that strong family ties, your togetherness. And also I made mention of the word opportunity. Opportunity means a chance for you to be together. It's a good time for you to be together. So that is the second activity that you may do for this rainy season. Or you can draw, and after that you can color. What will you draw? Anything that is in your mind. You can draw about the weather. You can go up your building or up your house and see what is around you and try to sketch what is imprinted in your mind. Now, sometimes doing this can make you discover your talents, like drawing, or maybe your perception. Okay, perception, you may imagine, your imagination is also developed here. There are no people around, but you are trying to put some elements in your drawing that is not there. So if you had seen a vast land or mountainous area, and you imagine that somebody is climbing the tree or climbing up the mountain, then you can put that element in your drawing. So you discover something in you that your imagination is very strong, that you can add more to it than what you have seen. So you can improve your art skill as well. And after that, whatever accomplishment you have, because this is authentic. Authentic means it's from your own making, from your hands, from your mind. No one has can copy it, and you have not copied it. It's just in your mind, and you have expressed it through a drawing. Then you put this in a frame. You can put it in a frame, you can date it, and you can display in your room. Yeah. So if you just had done it in a very in a small piece of paper, then maybe you can add more. Correct? You can add more, or just you can have it printed later in a bigger scale, so it will be placed in your room with a frame. Frame is the you can box it. You know the hard thing around your painting, it's a frame. Yeah. What more can I say about it? The boundaries, hard boundaries, a decoration, a decoration at the edges of your drawing. Okay, but more often frame will be the hard piece that will mount your work so that it will be stunning, it will be standing, it stands out. And then after that, date it. Yeah, so this was done on the 26th of July, and then after that, display it in your room. You know, these sketches are authentic. These are something that could be kept for a long time because it has memories, valuable memories. Okay, number four is you may play a card game as well. Okay, you may play. I think this is very common in your culture, or in your area, or in your place. Card games are very common. So, what can card game do when you are together with your family or friends or relatives? This will help you think more and create a better family bonding. You will be able to understand emotions of your relatives and friends. You'll be able to understand you'll be able to have a stronger camaraderie with each other, meaning the bonding, the friendship. So, what is family band? Yeah, I already explained about this a while ago. Right. So we go to number five. My hair, my hair bun is going. All right. All right. So have a picnic in the living room. Yeah, you can have your picnic there. So, what will you do there? You can eat, or you may eat snacking food. Yeah, what are these snacking food? These are the crisp, the cookies, the donuts, sweets, and you may drink fizzy drink as well. What is fizzy drink? Like the one you're calling Dew or Cola or Pepsi. But you have to take extra precaution. You should not eat too much, okay? You may treat yourself, but don't eat too much because it's not good for your health. However, while eating, then you can also bond with your relatives and friends. Don't bond with the food. Okay, I'm just kidding. Don't bond with the food, but you have to bond with the people around you. This is just a way to let you get together. Okay, the snacking food will just attract people because I know that these foods are how will I say it a, an attractive food for everyone to dine with. Okay, so just eat small portions, and of course, don't eat too much. Number six is go on scavenger hunt. What is this? A scavenger hunt. A scavenger, as you can see down below, is a person who picks over junk or garbage for useful items. You can do this one at home. Sometimes there are hidden items behind the fridge, or behind the mirror, or behind the cabinet, or behind or under the cabinets, or under your bed. You know, you can play scavenger hunt. How will you play this? There is so-called give me a thing. Okay, if you know this game, give me a thing. The person who is asking you to give you a thing may ask some things that is not seen often. So the person who will initiate or start this game must know what are those that are hidden, so that you can go and see them, bring them out, bring the garbages, bring those junks that are hiding, and make them useful. And after that, you can do some craft or some artwork based from this junks that you have in your house. The word hunt means finding, searching. Okay, you search, you find, for those that you are not seeing often. Okay, who knows that you've been looking for your key, but you have already broken your door because you don't have your key, like what have happened to me, like what has happened, I should say, to me, only to find out that the key is there under the bed, something like that. But I haven't found my key anymore because I traveled, so maybe it has dropped somewhere. All right, so the seventh one is write a letter, a story, a poem about the weather. It could be bizarre, it could be unusual, it could be not in the right tone or in the right pitch. Why will I do this? I better stay on bed and sleep. All right. If you are not that active, you may do what you want. But for those who like to do more, like they are missing the institute, they are missing to go for summer classes, they are missing to do academic activities, then maybe this is the time for them to grab their paper and pen and write a story, like write a letter, write a poem about the weather. A poem is like this one here. I just made it. A poem is a piece of writing, whether, hang on. A piece of writing when the words rhyme. It should be like that. When the words rhyme. Okay? Correction. When the words rhyme. Let me just get my pen. Okay, so this is a typographical error. It should be when. All right? So it's a piece of writing when words rhyme, or it cannot just rhyme. That is just a an example, one of the examples of poem. But there are some poems where you put them in stanzas. Stanzas means like paragraph like this, and then after that another scenario here and another scenario here. This could also be a poem where you have to express your emotions, your feelings about a subject. Yeah. So, but I am a writer where my poem always rhyme. What does it mean rhyme? The last word has the same sound as the next line or the next sentence, or a pair of sentences rhymes at the end, they have the same sound. So let me just read this for you. The weather is good, but my mood is not good. I try to make it better for a lovely weather, isn't it? I'll try to write more, maybe four to eight lines today. Maybe I'll try to make 5 poems today, and I will publish them. Okay, so I'll just try to get my mood in writing because I have that. I think I have that talent to write because the poem entitled "COVID, COVID, Go Away." It was composed by me, but I was inspired by the poem "Rain, Rain, Go Away," which is a nursery poem. Let me just say that again, or recite. Let me just recite. Recite means saying it. Okay, I will recite the "COVID, COVID, Go Away" by me, by Dr. Debbie Lagundi. Okay, so COVID, COVID, go away goes like this. COVID, COVID, go away. Go to where you must stay. Not on planet Earth, can't you see? All the children wants to play with me. Never, never come back again, 'cause you have given us so much pain. Our hearts are crying for what you've done. We pray to God that you be gone. Yes. You know what? I want to top my shoulders for that. I want to put feathers on my hat for that. You know what? I only composed that for 10 minutes. I didn't know. The words were just there everywhere and just within my reach that time because I was so frustrated. We were on lockdown. We cannot go out confidently, that even my doorsteps, to be honest, my doorsteps, they are scary for me. Even the bottle of water that I buy, as if they are covered with bacteria and all. That's how worse was it. And I was washing all the time. I don't like dust. I don't like, yeah, before I was just in my room. So it was a scary moment. We do not know what's in the air. We do not know where it's coming from. So we were so extra cautious. But we, before we proceed, I want you to be extra cautious still, because the virus is just around. So once you catch it, I know that the effect is not as much as before. It's not as intense as before, but still we have to take care of ourselves all the time. All right. So if you have a very exciting, very happy, very memorable experience in life, then put them into writing. Okay. So for me, I already have one. I can live. I can say it's a legacy. The COVID go away, and I want to promote that as much as I can. Though it's a very simple point, but I guess it's meaningful to everybody, especially for those who have lost their loved ones because of the virus, because of the pandemic. Anyway, I don't like to be sentimental in here. Let's proceed to our next point. Okay, so what can you do more during rainy days? Here you go. Play board games. What are these board games? And what are board games actually? Board games are Scrabble or word games, chess, games of the general, or all that you can think of, where you can play on the table. Yeah, so board games are tabletop games that uses pieces like cards, dice, miniatures are small pieces of um, of sculptures. Yeah, like how do you call it? Superman, the 3D of Superman, Wonder Woman, and all of those characters, super characters. I'm not so sure of my term, but these are board games. I love playing Scrabble. If you like Scrabble, then you can play with me. Scrabble is a word game where you have to form English words in between. You have to connect them until all the letters will be finished, and then you determine how much, um, or the winner on this Scrabble would be the one who's got the highest score, because each letter has got its own score. And also in the board you have the number of times that a letter can be multiplied with. For example, X, the worth of X is 10. It's a 10 letter. So it means when it goes to a double letter box and you use the X in the double letter box, then the 10 will be multiplied by 2. Or in the triple word, the 10 will be multiplied by 3. So the more big letters that you use in your sentence, sorry, in your word, then the greater your score will be, and of course you will be a winner. Okay, I always play this one using the arcadium word spell. You can see that from the internet. It's Arcadium word spell. But for this lecture that I have with you, we have to get rid of screen. So it's a screen-free activities. Let's move on to number 9. Oh, before that, yes, etc is etc. It's a Latin word meaning all the rest or and all others. So, for example, if I say board games such as Scrabble, chess, games of the general, etc., then it means and all other board games like what I have mentioned. Number 9 is work out or exercise, even 10 minutes only. Yesterday, I worked out like 3 times because I'm feeling bored in front of my laptop. So I need to have my body a break because I need to give my body a break. Um, because sitting more than 2 hours is really tiring as well. Your back aches and your feet doesn't move, so you need a good circulation of the blood all over your body from your toes to the tip of your hair. So you need some exercises. By the way, I have to promote this one. I have trim your body workout, and I do apologize because I am in my workout feet, my workout clothes. So yeah, or you can search for other workout exercises. Mine is very simple. It's just walking. It's just lifting your legs and all of that. It's not really how do you call it? It's not a for international thingy, but international steps or whatnot. But it's it's good for a starter, you know. So of course the ones that you will be watching maybe are those who are using muscle building and all, but for me it's just a workout. It's just a workout. It's just a sort of slight exercise, just moving the parts of your body. Okay, that is my belly workout because in our body the heaviest part of our body is the belly where we put our food. So if we put food all the time, then it becomes big, we become stout, and we put on weight, and our feet will suffer because if we walk, it's the feet that moves the body. The tummy is always receiving food, but the feet are the ones that will carry you when you walk. So you have to mind your feet, take care of your tummy as well so that your feet will not be working too hard. So, doing a workout and exercise encourages your family to exercise outdoor or or in the garden or at your porch. Okay, so what is workout? Workout is similar to exercise, like moving your hands, moving your middle part of your body or middle your core, okay, moving your core or moving your feet. Encourage means you have to motivate your family members. You have to motivate everybody to do some exercise. You can motivate them or inspire them to do some walking around your garden, okay, or some jumping jacks maybe. So you can say to them, I will give a prize if you can do 50 jumping jacks. Okay, we're going to do that before we end our lecture. Okay. Now, porch. What is a porch? Porch is a terrace. Porch is a covered space outside your main door, or it's a covered space at your back door for relaxation. So it's a porch. Porch is where outside your house you put your chairs, and but it's a part of the house. Okay, it's a part of the house covered, and you have some chairs there and seats and talk, and you can do picnic there as well, or you can play board games and all of that. Okay, that's a porch for relaxation, that is. Right, and the last one is you have to practice a new skill during rainy days as well. Okay, so You can do gardening, you can do playing instruments. What instruments are this? If you have piano, you can do some playing of the piano, you can strum the guitar, you can strum any instrument you have there. You make noise out of these instruments, but not too loud. You can also do cooking. I have said this already earlier on, so that you can discover that, oh, yeah, I can cook. The first recipe that you will have, I know that that will improve, and you will have more motivation and you will have more encouragements to cook if you made the first one succeed. All right, so you can cook any. Yeah, you can boil, you can do sautéing, you can ask your mommy to teach you. So at least you know at least one recipe. Okay? So this is the time for that. Okay? When you are not doing anything, when you are just staying home because of the weather. And sewing as well, sew. Sew, you can use a sewing machine, the one that will make clothes, or you can use your hand, needle and thread, and try to sew some ripped clothes. I know that you're not going to use ripped clothes again, but it's nice to sew at times, because if the cloth that has been ripped is really very expensive, or you love it but there is a bit of a cut there, and you want to to wear it again, then sew it. Try to exercise sewing. Oh, try to do sewing. Sorry for that. Try to do sewing, because sewing is also a form of exercise. What? Exercise of your fingers. All right. So this is all what I can share to you. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. It's not yet finished. I have to give my last spiel. And my last spiel is there, here. All right, so I'm here again. I hope you're going to watch this video, what you can do during rainy days. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next live stream within the day. I will have live stream within the day. This is just for me to get rid of boredom. Okay, apart from cooking, because I'm going to cook today, and I'm going to video that, and that will be a live show. Cooking shrimps and frying kingfish, or cooking kingfish with tomato. All right. So that will be the next video I'm going to do. It's a live show as well. Live cooking show. All right, then. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned something today. And I hope this has given you a break and you have learned from it. Bye for now. See you next time.